Barnesy sweated out on tour, you'll know that physical fitness plays a big part in the act.
Jimmy Barnes, Australia's greatest rock hero, the working class man who gives all he's got. While other music idols over the years have burnt themselves out living the rock and roll lifestyle, Barnesy has embraced another dimension to cope with the demands of his profession.
How'd you mean?
Zender Kai has become that dimension.
Keep your standards down low, focus straight ahead. Control the breathing.
His friend and mentor, Noel Watson, has helped transform the hard-working, hard-playing, hardcore rocker into a more disciplined professional performer. To this end, that Barnesy has become the willing pupil, adopting the subversive role to his Zender Kai master. And what was this street fighter's first impression of Zender Kai?
Like, I used to sit and watch him as well, and I'd say, it's a load of garbage, you know, he's a snappy dancer, this guy, you know, and he fight. But, you know, then once I started doing it, and he started, you know, all these sort of things, you know, I think, what the hell is this? But every one of them has a move, like, you know, just explain that.
Yeah.
I like even that one, you know.
Yeah. The first movement of that particular kata was for his grading requirement. As it grabs from here, what we do is we take the hands away from the body line. Not so much in close like this. We take it away from the body line so there's no threat. We always turn the body against us so that he's more vulnerable from here. What we do is we step in slightly and grab him in the jugular vein, which takes the wind out of the body. Okay, from here, what we do is we make sure we knock the wind out by hitting him in the solar plexus, and we trap it. Then we trap it. Now, it's up to me how much control and containment I want to use, but I think sometimes Jimmy gets a little bit out of control, so then I just put a little bit more pressure on him, you know? It helps him sing a little bit more gravelier as well. From here, I'm trapping the wind in. That's basically what the technique of the first particular kata.
See, that thing too, I've seen Noel use that in sticky situations in a pub, you know? There's a trouble, instead of causing a big blue, you just walk up to someone, slap, you grab. You slap them on the groin, you know, and they go boom.
Take the wind out.
Before you just let in as much air as you want, you say, right, do you want to go on with this? And normally the answer is, oh.
Apart from self-protection and keeping fit, is there any other attraction?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. The reason I did it originally was to get fit and all that. But what I've found too is when I got to like starting to get up to, you know, green, brown belt particularly, where you had to concentrate so much on focus and, you know, channeling energies and all that, it's actually helped me in my singing, and as such as, you know, I've sort of transferred what Noel's taught me in my singing technique, you know, sort of like Habuki singing, you know. I actually, you know, I can focus, I can concentrate. If I'm feeling particularly weak or I've got a sore throat, you know, I can just, you know, focus past it, just, you know, just go through with the job, you know. It's made me really aware of, you know, of how to control my own strength and conserve my energy, how to recover, you know. It's been really helpful.
But has this sporting discipline tamed the beast in Barnesy?
I'm far from an angel, you know. I like to go and have a great time, as you're well known. But, you know, the thing is that because I'm doing this, I'm sure this is, you know, like, this increased my lifespan, let me tell you. Because I know, also, besides the fact that, you know, I can drink all night, I know the next morning I've got to get up and train with Noel. Otherwise, he's going to beat the hell out of me, you know.
Jimmy's sporting interests are not confined to the martial arts. Golf and snooker are other diversions. But his passion is horse riding, and to whip him into shape, the uncompromising Aubrey tribe.
Oh, Jimmy, you're not working at it.
Jimmy's willingness to learn is quite disarming when you consider how many people look up to him as their role model.
Anyway, if you had a pair of wings, you'd fly.
Come on.
Come on, push.
There's a time for work and a time for play. Away from the discipline, the wild boy still cuts loose. Barnes's sporting passions enable him to focus more clearly on his own goals, to give the fans what they want. Jimmy Barnes, for longer and louder.